Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a game between Fritz and Garry Kasparov. This game was played in Cologn, Germany in 1992. Fritz had white pieces and he started with e4. Garry Kasparov played c5, Sicilian defense. Knight to f3, knight to c6, knight to c3, g6, going for dragon variation. d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, bishop to g7, bishop to e3, knight to f6, white to move. Bishop to c4 is the most played move. Many people believe the best move. Fritz played knight takes knight on c6, attempting to refute the variation. B takes on c6, e5, black to move, knight to g8 and knight to d5 are two most played moves. Garry Kasparov played knight to g8. Knight to d5 is a very interesting line, and it goes like this: knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, queen takes pawn, rook to b8, and black gets a good activity of the pieces for a sacrificed pawn. In this game Kasparov played knight to g8, f4 defending the pawn, knight to h6, white to move. White plays many different moves in this position, like bishop to c4, bishop to e2, bishop to d3, queen to f3, g4, knight to e4, bishop to c5, queen to d3, h3, and the most played move, and perhaps the best one, is the one that Fritz played, queen to d2. Kasparov castled kingside, Fritz castled queenside. Black to move. How would you continue? Kasparov played d6. E takes on d6, e takes on d6, queen takes on d6, queen takes queen, rook takes queen, and Fritz is a pawn up. But human doesn't give up. Knight to f5, forking the rook and the bishop. Rook to d3. Bishop to a6, attacking the rook. Black has a good activity of the pieces for a sacrifice pawn. Do you agree? Bishop to c5. Bishop takes on d3. Bishop takes on f8. Bishop takes on f1, bishop takes on g7, bishop takes on g2, rook to g1, king takes bishop, rook takes bishop on g2. The dust has settled, and material is equal. Rook to b8, rook to e2, black to move. In this position, Kasparov played all the looking move. Rook to h8. Perhaps better is rook to b4, attacking the pawn on f4. We have rook to h8, b3, h5, king to b2, h4, h3, and now rook to d8, knight to e4, knight to g3, forking the rook and the knight. Knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, rook to g2, rook to d4, rook takes pawn on g3, rook takes pawn on f4. Material is equal. Who is better positionally? The game continued. Rook to c3, black to move. Kasparov must make a choice between two moves. Rook to f6, defending the pawn on c6, and rook to h4, intending to win the pawn on h3. He decided to go for the attack. Rook takes on c6, rook takes on h3. Rook to a6. The question is, who is going to promote a pawn to a queen sooner? What do you think? g5 was played. White to move. In this position, Fritz missed the strongest move. What is the strongest move for white in this position? Fritz captured the pawn on a7. Wrong choice. Better was rook to a4. And the line goes like this. King to g6, c4, g4, c5, g3, rook to g4 check, king to f5, rook to g7, king to f6, rook to g8, king to e5, b4, king to d5, rook to g5 check. This would offer a better resistance. Rook takes on a7 was played. g4, a4, g3, and now, only now rook to a5, intending check. How would you continue this position if you had black pieces? The best move for black is rook to h6, meeting check with rook to g6. Rook takes on g3, rook takes on g3, c4, f5, b4, f4. Fritz too played king to c2 and resigned. In view of this continuation, rook to e3, b5, f3, b6, f2, b7, rook to e8, a5, pawn is promoted to queen. And we can stop here. The rumor has it that Fritz refused to shake hands with Kasparov after the game. And when asked by journalists what was the reason for his loss to Kasparov, Fritz told them that it was because of bad lighting. One of the journalists told him that some other dude used this line against Spassky and that he should come up with something better. That made Fritz spin a dummy. He called Kasparov names like Harry, Beck and Western Agent. To make things worse, Fritz even refused to submit a urine sample after the game. Wow. Drama. And when everybody thought that Fritz left the room, he came back in the room shouting, "I will improve and I will be back and I will beat all your champions, Gary, Barry, Vladimir. But there was a prophet in the room who spoke these words to Fritz. "Fritz boy, you are acting cocky, but the day is coming when you will lose a game to a fish. Cold stock." What a drama. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.